Smart Home in Africa of 30 minutes back. We'll have a panel session for 30 minutes. Then we'll have a live inspection at Jasper Estate, Igbejuleki for 10 minutes. We'll have another live inspection at Jasper Estate in Abuja for 5 minutes. Then the offer of the day will be given by Abiola Daniel and Abiola Fadansi, and we'll have questions and answers for 10 minutes, and then a closing prayer. So once again, I welcome you all to this edition of the Home Buyers Conference, and I hope that we're going to have an amazing time of learning today. So without further ado, let's go into the Smart House Vendor presentation by Farouk for 1 minute. Smart House Vendor presentation.
Okay, good day, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Right, so in the next 1 minute, I'm just going to play a video of a smart home presentation. Right, so most people don't understand what a smart home looks like. So this is just going to show you a view of what you're expected and what a smart home automation looks like in your household. Right, so cool. Okay, thank you so much, Tochi, for giving me the opportunity to share that video. So just a brief rundown. That's basically looking at how automation looks like in our household. Everything there was done by just a button, right? So as we've dived further into this program, a lot of these concepts will be explained and the reasons why it's important for us to have those kind of automation in our household. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Farouk, for this presentation. Looking at this, I just feel like a smart home just makes life easy for everyone and is what everyone should desire to have. Okay, so let's look at the next item on our agenda, and it is the benefits of owning a green and smart home in Africa by Abiola Daniel. Welcome on board, Abiola Daniel.
All right, so thank you so very much, Tochi. Thank you so much. Farouk, God bless you. It's good to see you. So I want to welcome each and every one of us once again to today's conference. I want to believe that definitely we're going to learn one or two things today. But before I proceed quickly, I want to encourage us to try to employ more people to join us via Facebook, and also this is mainstream live across all platforms, right, Abiola? You're
Yes,
muted.
please, it is. It is. It is.
Okay, beautiful. So let me just dive into my what we'll be talking about today quickly. So I'm going to be sharing my slide. All right. Can you all see my slide?
Yes, we can. We can see your slide.
Okay, come, just give me a few seconds. All right, beautiful. So just like we have discussed thus far, today we're talking about green and smart homes. What are the benefits, right? What are the importance? That's what it simply means. What's the significance of investing in a green and smart home in the 21st century, right? Before I proceed, right, something came to mind that what is the essence of having a smart phone? What's the essence of having a smart gadget when we ourselves cannot employ the essence of being smart, right? We understand the importance of investment. Investment is key. Investment is very, very important to us, right? But when it comes to investing in properties, when it comes to investing in homes, right, how do we maximize the importance of a house or a home when it's termed green and smart, right? So we'll be looking at different things. First of all, what is a green home? What do we understand by green home, right? What is the importance of a green home? We'll also be looking at definition of what a smart home is all about, right? For those who are watching on other platforms, I would just like you to type what you understand by green home. Now, we need to understand that we have gone beyond the conventional, right, measures of investing in homes, right? Things has gone beyond that method, right? We now adopt the use of technology, the use of innovation is very key. So quickly, what is a green home? A green home is an eco-friendly building, right? It's constructed using environmental friendly materials and resources efficient, right? Efficiently for processes, right? It's built with efficiency in mind to reduce the footprint it lives on the natural environment and to support the health of its occupants. What do we mean, right? People who are investing in an environment, right? You're investing in an environment because we want you to have longevity of life, right? You're investing in an environment where there's certainty of a reduction in toxic compounds, right? Toxic compounds like carbon, right? Toxic compounds like sulfur, right? That is the essence of that green home. The focus is on material selection, energy efficiency, such as rainwater and solar, and a healthy indoor environment, right? Remember, I was talking about health, healthy indoor environment. Green homes have recorded an uptick in popularity due to many benefits they have over conventional homes. All right, let's go to the next one. What is a smart home? Just like Farouk quickly showed us, right? Remember from the beginning, I said the adoption or adopting technology and innovation is what is the game changer in this century now, in this era, right? A smart home is a technology driven and focuses on the convenient operation of the home. Everybody in one way or the other likes to do things conveniently, and that is the essence of machines, right? That is the basic objective of machines, right? They help to get work, they help to get work done efficiently, right, and conveniently. So smart homes are equipped with network connected products, right? To be considered a smart home, a property must have some certain features, right? So what are the features that a property will have for it to be termed a smart home, right? What are those things we must look at? Okay, you're saying your house is smart. My house is smart. Come to my house is smart. I have all of these things put in place. So the first thing that we're looking at is a reliable internet connection, right? Remember, everything is driven by technology, right? A reliable internet connection, a smart security feature, and a couple other smart features also. Okay? So the next thing that we'll be looking at is, why should I invest in a green and smart facility, right? What is the essence of me investing? Because so many people ask that question. Okay, instead of the known conventional homes, why do I need to invest in a green and in a smart home? So the first one is that it is cost effective, right? Cost effective in the sense that it helps you to be able to cut off all other expenses that you are going to be incurring in the future, right? Cost effective, let me say this again, right? In the sense that in terms of security, I'm going to go that is one of the features, right? It helps you to prevent future occurrence, right? It might look as if from the beginning, from the genesis, you are spending money, but remember, right, you are preventing some unforeseen circumstances through technology, right? So it is cost effective. The second one is that it promotes peace of mind, definitely, right? When you're living in an environment that is conducive, right? You're living in an eco-friendly environment, that's one, right? It lowers environmental footprint. Fourth is that offers flexibility and convenience, absolutely. Creates safety and security, just like I said, right? From your gates to every facility inside your house, your doors, everything, right, is being controlled by you, right? People don't have access to your property. Why? Because you yourself can manage, you yourself can control, right? So you have autonomy over your own property, right? You don't have third parties, you don't have people who are strangers coming into your home, breaking into your home, and all of that, right? The next one is that, of course, they are more valuable, right? The last I'll talk about is that it creates an area space for you, right? Which is very key, right? One of the most important thing about existence, right? They say some people exist, but they don't live, right? It is very key philosophically to say that we must not just exist, we must also live, right? Existence is not just the key thing. Are you living, right? And living here, of course, we understand how our environment most times can be very toxic, right? We all live in an environment where, of course, you see one car with an exhaust, fuming, a lot of things, right? But you are living in an environment where you know that your health, right, is well secured. There are so many factors that are already beaten away, right, because you are living in a conducive environment, right? Okay, so the next one says, is no exaggeration to say that green and smart homes are the future. And this is just the truth, right? This is a stated fact, right? The initial cost of investing in a green smart home are completely outweighed by the future savings and immediate comfort and convenience they offer their owners. As both developers and homeowners come to realize this, more green and smart homes and eco-friendly homes will be built. And this is just the truth. With monitoring, managing more knowledge, and greater comfort. A green and smart home gives us the kind of lifestyle we have always unknowingly dreamed of. Right? I was sharing with someone, I went to site with one of our clients, right? I think this was 2 weeks ago. He came from France, right? And I was explaining these terms to him. Most of the times, right, customers don't, because a different segment of customers, a different segment of clients. Customers don't know they need a product until that product is well communicated to them, right? Most times we don't know we need something until that thing is communicated to you. You now properly understand or absorb the knowledge about that and the benefits of that, and that's when your eyes is open to it, right? Most of us, right, we have aspired, most of us have dreamed of a very luxurious life. Everybody wants to, of course, live the Dubai life, live the Qatar life, live the Singapore life, live all of this, enjoy all of this lifestyle, right? So what a green and smart home opens us to is this kind of lifestyle, right? And until one is intentional, until one is deliberate about investing, right, in this kind of lifestyle, you would actually not really know that you need it, right? So it says, a green and smart home gives us a kind of lifestyle we have always unknowingly dreamed of, right? So that is just a quick brief. So do not forget, right? A green home is an eco-friendly building, an eco-friendly environment, right? And a smart home, right, in collaboration with it as a roundup quickly, is that it helps us access, it gives us access, right, to facility that is driven by technology. So with your device from anywhere in the world, right, I have a home, for example, I mean, this includes the environment, right? I can monitor what's happening in my kitchen. I can monitor what's happening at my gates, right? I can monitor what's happening in my bedroom, right? Let's assume I'm outside the walls of my house, right? From anywhere in the world, what technology has helped us to achieve is that you can monitor it as someone is coming, right, into your apartment, you know. Are you following me? Nobody can just, you say, break into your house, right? Just like that. Why? Because there is technology that has been attached to your house, from your surveillance camera, right, to everything inside your house, right? To if you can flash back to the video Mr. Farouk showed us, to the changing of the lightings inside the house, to the control of your TV set, the control of your windows, the control of almost everything in the house, right? Remember, it says it makes life convenient for us, right? So this is basically the essence. This is basically the objective. This is basically the benefit, right, that this investing in the green and smart home is really giving to us, right? It is more valuable. It creates safety and security. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to believe that you have learned one or two things. If you have questions, please just quickly, freely ask me. Tochi.
Thank you, Abiola, for this powerful presentation. It was awesome. Thank you so much. So I believe we have questions. Please ask your question regarding what was just presented to us. You have questions on smart home, on green home. Please ask your questions. I'll be calling us out, Mr. David, Mr. Godfrey, Mr. Pelumi. Please, if you have questions, we would like to hear them. Mr. David, I can see you're raising up your hand. Do you have a question? Okay, so
sorry, please, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, please, you can talk now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was actually moved before. I'm sorry.
No problem.
So I just want to ask a question about this smart home and this smart and green home. Are they already available, or they are still like an idea, or they are still like a proposition? Or are they already in Nigeria? Because for me, I'm kind of a prospective affiliate of green and smart homes. What I do is climate change, and I'm more interested in making green and smart home available for people, even while I envisage it for myself. So I'm more of that kind of promoter. So I just want to ask: are these homes already available, or they are still like an ideology?
Okay, thank you for your question. Mr. Daniel will be answering your question now.
Okay, Mr. David, thank you so much for the question. Right, so smart homes are already available. If you are talking about the availability, if it's visible already in Nigeria, is that the question you're asking properly? Or if we already have this in place?
Yes, like do you guys have it in place for sales already?
Okay,
Or it's still like
Okay, so beautiful. It's not just a preposition, right? It's in the process of completion. So what we are doing is for every of our homes, right? Because the methodology that we are deploying here is that when you want to invest in any of our homes, right, they are all on off-plan sale. So currently, we are already building. We built 2-bedroom for a client that is in few weeks' time, right? That will be completed. Do you understand? So we are going to be also using that as an offset to show to you that this is visible. So if you want something like that for any of our bedroom from 1 to 5 bedroom, right? They're all on off-plan sale. You engage us, we start building it for you, and we create this particular value for you in terms of making everything smart.
Beautiful.
I don't know if I answered
Beautiful.
that well.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So for affiliate partners like us,
Okay.
when we get clients that want to do all these things, how do we negotiate with GTMs?
With GTS Homes.
Yes, like if we have clients available for this who want to make their home smart or want to build a smart and a green home, how do we negotiate with GTEx?
Okay, so quickly, it's simple, right? We are going to be giving offers. Every facility has its pricing. Do you understand? Every facility has its pricing. So we are going to get there, right? I don't know if you are a registered affiliate member with us, right? If you are registered with us, I'm going to take you through that process, right? But you are also going to get every details concerning pricing for every of our houses. You're going to get it here. We're also going to talk about it.
Yeah, sorry to cut in. Also, for further inquiries, we have our sales manager here, Abiola, so she can just drop her phone number. So if there's any offer, any deal regarding our green and smart home, she's going to take that up. So Abiola, you can call out your number.
Okay, yes, you can also type it in the chat box so everyone can see. All right, so Mr. David, I believe your question has been fully answered.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, I can see Pelumi has a question to ask. Can you please bring Pelumi up so he can ask his question? Okay, Mr. Godfrey is up. Please, you can ask your question.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Welcome to this conference.
Okay. And I want to ask you a question. I want to know if you can please explain more on that benefit, lowers environmental footprint, benefits of green and smart home. I don't really understand that point.
All right, thank you for your question. Over to you, Mr. Daniel.
So I didn't get that question well.
Okay, I mean the benefits of green and smart homes, one of them is lowers environmental footprint.
Okay.
So I want to understand what it means. I don't
okay,
really
so I can go ahead to explain that.
Okay,
so for green and smart homes, I mean, we are not, for all of us, we are aware of, the global warming and climate change. So in the news, we have it in the news daily of how the effect of, human activities is changing our environment daily, and it's not healthy for us as human beings. So the purpose and one of the benefits of green and smart homes is that these houses are built using, environmental friendly materials. So when you build your houses using environmental friendly materials, it reduces the footprint, right? And lowers the effect it has on us and, down to global warming and how we live as people here on Earth. You understand? Is that explainable now? Is that understandable now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, so
Thanks so
that's,
much.
you're
Thanks so
welcome,
much.
sir.
All right, thank you, Abiola, for that
Sorry,
explanation.
I think we have one question again by NWC. Do you guys
Okay.
make non-green homes too, or non-green, non-smart homes?
Hmm. No, all of our homes are green and smart. All of our homes.
And I mean, let me add to that, Abiola, thank you. That is what stands GTEx out
Yeah.
from every other real estate company, because GTEx is the pioneer of green and smart homes in Africa. So no, we don't build houses that are not green and that are not smart.
Exactly. That's like an hedge for us. It's like a unique selling point for us, basically.
Yes. All right, so the next person.
Yeah, sorry. But
Okay.
however, what we also have is that we have a very reliable construction company or subsidiary. So whereby if you have your piece of land and you want us to build for you, but you don't want it green, you don't want it smart, of course we can use our state-of-the-art materials and techniques to build your own home to your own taste.
Awesome.
But for our own properties and our own developments, we don't do that. But if you want us to do that for you on your own piece of property, why not? We can help you do that.
Exactly.
Please, I have a question. I have a question.
All right, please go on.
So please, I want to ask. So all the properties that has been sold in the past, all the deals that have been done in the past, all of them have been smart and green.
Okay,
Sorry. Yes. So our green and smart homes are mostly on off-plan sales. So currently, the current houses that we've sold, yes, they are all smart and green. But of course, it takes a lot to develop a fully existing estate. So most of our housing are being delivered. Many of them are going to deliver towards the end of this quarter because we have an off-plan sales whereby you pay and we build for you. But however, what we've been selling so far has been luxury service plots. So people that are buying plots in our estate are buying into our green and smart estate. However, our housing, they are still being developed, and many of them will be done by the middle and by the end of this quarter.
Okay, yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please go ahead.
Yeah, please. What are the locations for the green and smart home? Did you guys just exist alone in Lagos or other parts of the country?
Bella can go on that.
Okay, so for GTEx, we have all our estates across Nigeria. We have our estates across Lagos, on the island and on the mainland. We have estates in Asaba as well, in Abeokuta, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja. But where we are building currently, where we started building, and which you would see when we do the life inspection, we are currently building where we started off is in Lagos and Abuja. But on the long run, when we start building in our estates across, other locations, there would also be green and smart homes we build there. But currently, we started with 2 estates, which is Jasper, Lagos, and Jasper, Abuja, which you will see shortly when we run life inspections on those estates. Is that clear?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
If we have a prospect that wants is our house built a green and smart home, probably in somewhere like Port Harcourt, how do we attend to such a client? Like, how do we do such a client?
If we have, is your question if you have a prospect that wants a green and smart house built for him in Port Harcourt, how do we go about that?
Yep.
Even though it's not in our
Exactly.
estate, right?
No, it's our estate, like GTEx.
Okay, yes, that's fine. For Port Harcourt, we'll be launching our Port Harcourt estate this next month, March. So when you want that, when we have clients that have specific details they need, right? We can work it out. All you need to know is contact us. Then we would both agree on what is mutually beneficial to both parties. Yeah, that works.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, Abiola, I believe you should just take the next and let's move straight to our panel session. So we'll not waste more time.
Okay.
Okay, so you want us to do the panel session before testimonial from clients, right?
No, she can do the testimonials and we'll just go straight to panel as instead of breaking.
Okay, all right, so let's move with that.
Okay, so
Thank you very much. I just wanted to buttress what was just being said in terms of customer service wherever you are, anytime. Opemipo is my agent there, and I don't want to call her an agent. I would say she's somebody who takes care of what my needs are. And Opemipo was available for me mostly on Sundays because here in the States, you work in odd hours. And that really got me very impressed. And when I was dealing with Opemipo on Sunday, it took a minute. I had to ask her, are you guys at work? She said, no, but I take care of my customers 24/7. And it's true that time zones, geographical locations are no barrier to dealing with the staff at GTEx because I have experienced that. And I also want to mention that it's real music to my ears that Stephen just mentioned that they don't have no debts. That just crossed off one of my questions and concerns because I've seen all your investment portfolios and what you plan and what you're inviting people to partake in. One of the things that kept me abreast on the fence was how much they owe to the bank. And for me to see that you pay the bill for you, then that's a good business model. That's a model that can give you peace of mind that your property, once it's handed over to you, it's free and clear of encumbrances. You're not waking up one day and somebody comes up, because there's a story like that in Nigeria where an estate was being built completely. Yeah. And now the bank came up and said, whoever built that estate didn't finish paying. It's a true story. I don't know the name of the estate. Even if I did, I won't mention it in case some of you live there. But but I've heard about it. And so I'm so happy to hear that you pay, you build, and no debt to the bank. So thank you very much. I'm glad I stayed on because that's very good information. Anybody who knows about business knows that that's a good model. No debts. Thank you, sir.
All right, that's an amazing testimony from our clients. Let's hold on for the other ones.
Hello guys, it's a beautiful day here in the city of Lagos. I'm live at Jasper Golf and Beach Estate here in Ibejuleki. One of the things you must take note of is investment, right? The power of investment can never be overemphasized. The property that you take your eyes off today, saying that community, saying that area is a bush, is that same property that is going to develop in few years from now, right? I came here with an investor, right? I'd just like him to talk about the power of real estate investment and what he has seen here in Jasper Estate. Wow. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay, this is an amazing man. He's going to introduce himself and just talk about Jasper Estate.
Yeah, Dr. Aluko, the estate is beautiful and so lovely. And very soon, you will see a big house here.
Oh, makes sense. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard that, right? He's an investor with us at GTS Homes, right? I want to encourage you to invest with a company that is credible. Invest in GTS Homes and you'll be glad you did. See. Wonderful clients who just came all the way from Paris, right? Invested in one of our property and we're going to the site to check it out. All right, it's a beautiful day. Today is an awesome day. Today is Monday, the 11th of April 2022. I'm so excited, right? My function is always to be on site, and I'm live here at Jasper Estate with two amazing men, right? One is from Paris, one is from the United States of America, right? And we've come to check one of our estates, Jasper Golf and Beach Estate. So I just want them to quickly just say one or two things. Mr. Lucky is going to go first, then Mr. Kelby. Mr. Lucky.
I think is one of the best places I've ever seen in Lagos, and it's coming up very strong. With what I see here, it's going to be a blow up. You heard that?
GTEx Homes. We don't just sell properties.
We help you build your future.
Yeah, so you can take it on, Tochi. You're muted.
Okay, thank you for those wonderful testimonies. I believe this has answered most questions that investors or potential investors are already asking, right? GTEx Homes is one credible and reliable company that keeps to her word, right? So without further ado, we're just going to move on to the panel session. This is going to involve Farouk and Abiola. So for 30 minutes, let's move on.
All right, so thank you so much. Wonderful one. I want to encourage everyone to, in one way or the other, still tell those that are not yet to join. Thank you, Tochi. Thank you, everyone who has joined us thus far. I'm happy because of the testimonials that we just watched. One reason why I'm happy is because in 2 videos, I was there, right? Now, one thing, I was on site a few days ago with a client from, I think from US, right? And okay, the client was representing the actual buyer, right? From US. So we pulled a call across to the woman, and immediately I was not seeing, because it was, you know, sunny and all that. I wasn't seeing her face, but she was seeing me. So I introduced myself, and the first thing she said is, I know you, I know you, I know you. I was happy. One thing about business brand is that they say visibility creates credibility. Once people cannot vouch for what you do sincerely, you are in trouble. So one thing GTEx does is that we put ourselves out there, not just putting ourselves out there, but we put our value out there to ensure that people benefit from it. And that is why we have testimonials like this. So quickly on this panel session, right, I'm going to be engaging 2 wonderful persons, right, Mr. Farouk and Miss Abiola, my namesake. It's a hot panel, right? So they should be ready for me. I'm not going to be giving them questions that, you know, they are smiling, right? So it's going to be very interactive, right? And I want everyone to please put our minds here so that we can learn 1 or 2 things, right? So I'm going to be starting with the woman here, because of course you have to give, I stand for women. All right, so quickly, I'll just a few questions here. So the first question I'm going to be asking Ms. Abiola is, I, as an individual, I'm a layman, right? I don't know anything about property. You are telling me to invest in green and smart homes, right? Rather than conventional homes. So why should I invest?
Okay, thank you, Abiola. I mean, okay, so since you said you're a layman, and I also believe I'll try to answer not using bogus terms. And I think the best way to just answer you is maybe just give an example. And I'm trying to think what's best to use now. So aside the whole this earlier living, this comfort and all of that. So I think, okay, so what comes to mind right now is, I'm sure all of us here, we are both 18, and we know when the time, I mean, the only thing that is constant is change and innovation. Anyways, we keep evolving, we keep changing. Even our houses, the patterns in which they are built, construction are being done, has evolved over time. And I'm sure there is no one that would have praised to be left behind, right? So let me give an example of when, you know, mobile phones got into Nigeria. And the popular one we know is the Nokia 3310, right? So I'm going to just compare Nokia using the layman's term and, you know, driving the point home, is comparing Nokia 3310 to a smartphone. I mean, when Nokia 3310 came into being, you must be a very wealthy person for you to be able to afford a Nokia 3310 at that time when it first got into Nigeria. And that was a big thing then. But right now, today, if you see anyone using a Nokia 3310, you won't even look twice, definitely. Or you won't even give it a second thought. And as at then, it was a big deal. That was the in thing. I knew even before Nokia, maybe we had, I think, two different names anyways. But then I remember when you want to type messages on a Nokia 3310, you'd have to, the keypads were joined, unlike what we have now, using smartphones, where you can easily type your messages without even flinching. You don't have to wait for LMNO. Like you want to type M, you have to wait for. So that's just a basic comparison, comparing conventional homes to green and smart homes. I mean, the kind of convenience and the kind of speed that your smartphone gives you can be compared to what you get when you use a phone that is not a smartphone. I mean, the fact that you can go on the internet, you can Google things, you can check things. And so for comparing, like I'm trying to really bring it home and relate it. I hope this is understandable. So we having to stick to conventional homes. So in that sense, for smartphones, you basically think about comfort and you think about convenience. But now, having to compare to green and smart homes, not just the smart home alone, is the fact that you're considering you living healthier as well. I mean, the most obvious benefit of a smart home is comfort and convenience. That the fact that I can be in my house and I don't have to go downstairs to turn off a light. I can get everything done from a tab or from my phone, right? I can, security. I can look over my house. I can even shut my door, open my door without having to get anyone to do that for me. And for green homes, the most obvious benefit of a green home is, healthier living. I mean, when it comes to health humbles everybody, both the rich and the poor, right? When a rich man has health issues, the money really doesn't matter. Aside the fact that maybe the money can pay your hospital bills anyways. But trust me, a rich man would prefer to be in good health and, and trade it for money than the other way around, than have money and not have good health. Than have money and not have good health, right? So in layman's terms, that's the comparison. Yes, I would add green and smart homes are more expensive, the same way the normal smartphone is more expensive than a Nokia 310 or a phone that is not smart. But you can't just compare. You can't compare the benefit. You can't compare the, how it makes your life easier in that sense. I hope I've been able to answer your question, Abhi. You are muted.
Okay, so thank you so very much, right? I like the scenario that you just implemented, right? That was fantastic. You really explained it better. So moving on to the next question, I'm going to be asking Farouk. I feel like they're asking you the same question, but let's just move on to the next one. So the next question says, what are the benefits? I know I've mentioned some things, but I think you will have some highlights also to also buttress on the benefit, right, in investing in a green and smart home in the 21st century. What are the importance of owning a green and smart home in the 21st century? Why should someone who is looking forward to invest in a green and smart home?
Great. First of all, I would like to first let you also understand what it means and how far we have come in technology of housing, right? So first of all, we're living in caves. People were living in caves. From caves, they moved to houses made of stick, right? There was clay. They started moving to mortar, to bricks, modern housing. So realize that as time advances, so does housing. And there's something that human beings always do. They always move along with trends. Right? So 21st century means that after year 2000, what kind of housing are people moving into? You don't want to be left behind. Number one, you don't want to be left behind, especially when it comes to affordability. Just like a normal human being, someone that has a lot of money, rather go and buy the latest Nike shoe, right, than buy a very old shoe. It's just about keeping up to trends. So what kind of person are you in terms of housing? Do you want to keep up with modern technology or you want to go back? I don't see someone that wants to build a house and say he wants to build a mud house. right? We're going to get to a point whereby if you are not using a green and smart home, it's going to be as equivalent as living in what? In a mud house. Next technology can be like houses will be floating on space. I don't know how possible that is. We have people that are going to Mars to go and build houses. But number one, it's important to keep up with trends. And in the 21st century, a green and smart home is the latest trend. That is the next phase of housing. That's number one. Number two, why? Why again? It's also based on your personal preference. So before you even live in a house, what kind of house do you want to live in? What kind of environment do you want to live in? Why do people even go into greenhousing? Number one, the reason why people went into greenhouses was because of what? The environment. So do you even care about your environment? Do you care about preserving Earth? Because one of the reasons why we even go into greenhouses is to fulfilling our SDG goals, I think 10, 11, and 12, which is creating a sustainable environment. So how do you want to personally cater for your environment? How do you want to contribute to a better Nigeria, to a better world? Right? So even getting a green and smart home already is you making your own personal contribution into healthy living. Number three, we're going straight to health. Right? How healthy do you want to live? How healthy do you want to live? Because why do you think electric cars came to place? Why do you think cars like Tesla came to place? It's because of what? We don't want to have an ecosystem that is full of pollution.
Yes.
Understandable, right? We rather live in a house. They tell you, Mr. Daniel, I want you to live in a house. We give you 24/7 generator. The generator will be by the side of your house. Or we'll put you in a house 24/7 light, no generator. Which one will you pick, Mr. Daniel? You're muted.
24/7 house without generator, please.
Exactly. And that is what a green home is renewable energy. So how do you live in a house whereby you have zero noise pollution? How do you live in a house whereby you have zero carbon monoxide? How do you live in a house whereby you can breathe good air? That's why when we go to the village, you see most of our fathers, they are living to 100, 120, 140. It's because they are surrounded by trees, right? They are surrounded by good, healthier environment. That's why you're not seeing people in the olden days dying of lung cancer, dying of kidney diseases, right? What is causing all these things? We understand that even the air you need to breathe has to be of topmost quality. So what else is an importance of living a green and smart home? You want to live long. Is a benefit. I want to live long. And that's the green aspect. And the smart aspect as well. You have to also understand that there's no limit to how smart your home can be. Just like the video I played earlier. You can see in that video, you were seeing people turning their homes by pressing a button. You can decide, I don't want to even press a button. They call it personal configuration. How smart do you want your house to be? How automated do you want your life to be? There's a reason why people prefer to have heaters in their house rather than boil water. It's also a smart system. You don't know. You're already living in a smart home if you have a heater. Right? So green and smart homes is just a combination of how smart you want to be. Do you want to come to your house, use a fingerprint and you enter? Or you want to be fumbling with your keys and be opening padlock? It's your personal preference. So look at it. This is how technology is going. This is how people are living. This is the advancement of technology. Where do you want to be in the year 2050? Where by 50 or 60% or 80% of the world population is moving into smartphones? Where do you want to be? Right? What kind of housing do you want to own? Even for rental value. Understanding how all these things they intertwine into one another. So the importance of having a green and smart home is unlimited. Just look at what you want is your personal preference. Is it the fact that you want to move up with trends? Is it because you want to live in a good environment? Is it because you want to contribute to the society? Is it because you want comfort? Is it because you want ease in your home? Right? There are limited opportunities. Is it because you want to just see what's happening in your household? Whereby you want to sit down with your CCTV camera connected to your phone, see what your children are doing. In next century, you don't even need babysitters. You can babysit your children from where you are. Right? Imagine when you are little and you are living in a smart home and you want to steal it and I say, stop it. Don't do that. Junior, get out of there. Those are part of the features, right? Benefits of having a smart home. So Daniel, I hope I was able to explain what the importance of why you need to own a green and smart home in the 21st century. Thank you. Yeah, muted, sir.
Absolutely, that was very, very explicit. I like that, right? Simple terms, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to believe that you guys are getting value, right? The questions look technical, but I like the way my guest, I'll call them my guest, are answering, are delivering the answers, right? So the next one that I'm going to be asking is straight to Ms. Abiola, right? So when we talk about smart homes, what are those features to look out for in a modern smart home? What should I look forward to? I want to invest today. There's someone out there who is thinking of investing. So what are those features to look out for?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Abiola. Just like Farouk said, there's no limit to how smart your home can be. There's no limit. I mean, like innovation and change is the only constant thing. But currently, we have for smart homes, it's very easy to see smart homes, even here in Nigeria, here in Lagos. But there are smart homes and there are smart homes. Even smart homes, they have levels, right? But one thing that I'm sure anyone that wants to live in a smart home would so desire for and to look out for is remote access. I mean, even though my house is smart, one thing I would really want is for me to be able to, get things done around my house from anywhere that I'm in. If I'm limited to me being in that same house to getting things done, then it's not as smart as it should be, right? So from my phone or from whatever device I'm using, from whatever gadget, I can determine, okay, I can feel, oh, when I rushed out of the house this morning, did I leave my light on? If I did, I can check from my gadget and maybe turn it off. Or even so, from remote access to even lightning control. These days, we have smart homes that have lightning control that once you get out of the house, so there's no one even in the house, maybe there's a timer for 5 minutes, everything shuts down. So it saves you cost, it saves you energy, and the amount you spend, on even energy. So down to even down to audio distribution. Like these days, you can your house can entertain you. I mean, you don't need DJs anymore these days. Just get into your house, use a voice command. Okay, use a voice command, and everywhere is jammed up. I don't need to be a DJ. All I need to do is call on Alexia, right? So there's no limit to how smart your home can be. But these are some top features from remote access to even advanced security. I mean, everyone feels more comfortable when they know what's going on around their house. So aside me just getting a beep for fire alarm or something, there are smart devices that goes far, that can even help you differentiate guests from strangers, even right by your door. Okay, so for me, the top features I would consider anyone to look out for, and that would definitely even help your own peace of mind is, remote access. That gives you more peace of mind and flexibility to advanced security and lightning control as well, and even audio distribution in which your house can function and work for you in the way you want it to. And for features for green homes, a no-brainer for green homes is that your house the features are sustainable materials. Okay, you want to use materials that are sustainable, renewable materials, and another thing for you can't say you have a greenhouse and you're not using solar. I mean, and solar is when you're depending basically on powering your houses using natural resources, which is the sun. Okay, and that way not only is it healthier and safer for you, like the scenario Farouk gave, where you would rather choose a house that's powered 24/7 by solar. No, without generator, you have one where you would have to power generator. Not only are you dealing with noise pollution, you're also dealing with air pollution because the emission from these generators. So for smart homes, for green homes, my top pick for features would be solar energy and sustainable materials and renewable materials. Okay, so that is it for me. Was I able to answer your question? And let me add that these are features that would be in all of our homes that we are building. Yeah.
All right, absolutely great. I love that, right? So all of these features are things you will see, right, in all of our homes that we building. So the next question, straight up to Mr. Farouk, is how does home automation increase its value?
Great. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And this is a very short answer. How does home automation increase value of homes? Let's use a scenario whereby in Nigeria, right? So in Nigeria, not even Nigeria, anywhere in the world, the more sophisticated a house is, the more expensive it is. And there's no other sophistication you want to have than an automated house, right? So we are basically paying for what the ease of access, you're paying for comfort. So let's even strip it down. When Fabiola was talking about features, she highlighted the most important things. But let's even look at the barest minimum, right? So you go into your restroom. It happens in hotels. The first time I got to a 5-star hotel and I finished using the restroom, right? And instead of me using tissue paper, there was a hand dryer. Nothing will tell me that the rooms in those hotels are going to be more expensive than a normal 10K, 15K hotel. And that's a little feature as a hand dryer. Now look at the tap. Instead of you opening the tap, you do like this, and water is what's pouring on your hand. You on your own, you are conditioned to understand that what I will pay for this is going to be more than what I'll pay for a house that I have to open the tap. And these are the barest minimum. This is even stripping it down to taps, lights, right? I went to a place the other day and I was having an inspection in a smart home and I was walking and the lights were coming on, right? I was already psychological. It was telling me that the value of this house will skyrocket. Also, when you're looking at how automation can affect home value, let's even look at the most important things to investors: rental value, right? So would you rather have a house that's automated and earn more, or have a house that is not automated and earn less? Because basically you understand that the value of clients you are having, right, that are even attracted to automation, it means that you're having people that are ready to pay more. So it's a no-brainer. The more automated your house is, the more sophisticated your house is. Even when you even have a house like that for meetings, right? Even it's important for my salespeople, they understand that the more sophisticated the area you go for meetings, the more serious your client takes you. Right? Even you that is living in a sophisticated house, the level of thinking you have on a normal day is going to be more than another person that is living in another kind of environment. Right? So this is how automation affects house value. So if you have a chance to automate your house, we have a lot of people that are even contracting us just for automation. My home is like, I just want to automate your house. Yes, we can even give you that service. Right? Something that we can even connect you with is vendor that will make your house smart. Right? So to answer your question and to further dive down, automation increases the value of your house, whether you own it, right, or whether you want to even give it out for rental value. What you are going to get for a house that is automated is going to be more. And also look at the most important part in this part of the world: security. A house that is automated is definitely more secure than a house that is not automated. Right? Let me take that again. A house that is automated is definitely more secure than a house that is not automated. And a lot of people will pay you more money for a house that will guarantee their security. Thank you so much.
All right, so beautiful. I like that. A house that is more secured definitely will help you even prevent more cost or whatsoever, right? You know, I was talking about when I was mentioning the benefit, right? We talked about it being cost effective, right? Most of the times we think that when you're making an investment at that initial point, for example, you're buying a property, right? We say property is currently sold for 2 million naira. In your mind, right? At that point in time, it is expensive, right? Not knowing that in years to come, let's say in 2, 5, or in 10 years, that same property that is sold for 2 million will now become how much, like 10 or 5, meaning that would have increased in value, right? So it just helps you to save costs. It helps you to cut off a lot of things, right? So what Mr. Farag just said is highly valid. So moving to the next one quickly, which is the last question. that I'm going to ask, right? So I'm going to be asking both Mr. Farouk and Abiola. So I'm going to be starting with, let me start with Abiola so that Farouk just said it again. So what are the futuristic benefits of owning a green and smart home in a fast developing area of Ibejuleke, that's in Lagos State, and also in Lugbe in Abuja, right? So Abiola will be going first, then Farouk will be going next.
Okay, so that's fine. Thank you, Abiola. So I think yeah, Farouk would do Lugbe while I do Ibejuleke. So, and one thing again for GTEx homes is we don't only just build or, have estates where we resell land, we make sure they're in strategic location. And that's why some of these locations, we are in some of these locations such as the Ibejuleke. And you would agree with me that one of the things that affect property value are the landmark around where the property is located, or even the location where it is. And I know over the years, we've been hearing the news about Ibejuleke. In fact, at some point, it began to sound like broken records in my ear, like where the whole Ibej, and it's not actually, the hype is real, really. The hype is real, the whole Ibejuleke becoming the new Lagos, the mega city, because having, like I said, what gives value, what influences or affects the value of a property is the location and the landmark around it. For example, you can't compare how much you would sell or buy a property around where you have an airport to one that is just far away in the bush with no nearness to town or schools or even railways. And for Ibejuleke, like a lot is happening in Ibejuleke. And talking about the futuristic value. So for those who don't know, because I like some of the things. So for Ibejuleke, not only, and one of the things also, some of the factors that affect value of property, even down to rental value, is population and migration, and of course demand, the law of demand and supply, and also government presence. In Ibejuleke, last month we had the honor of receiving President Buhari working to commission the Dangote refinery and petrochemical plant. So that tells one thing, that there's a strong presence of the government in Ibejuleke, and that's just one out of the numerous activities going on in Ibejuleke. So in Ibejuleke as well, in Ibejuleke, we have a deep sea port. We have the free trade zone. Like the free trade zone was one of the major opener for that location. And also we have the site for the proposed airport. And these are just a few of the things happening in Ibejuleke. And one unique thing about Ibejuleke again is that not only it's tending to become the economic hub of Lagos, so that's what it will be a few years from now. It also has that the uniqueness whereby it's surrounded by beaches. So not only are you having just walk, you have also people positioning themselves to own even relaxation and beachfront houses and all of that. And for GTEx, we have all these areas covered. Okay, not only do we have just Jasper that is facing the Gulf and beach, we have also the real beachfront where you get to own a beachfront property. So for the benefits, one thing for sure is that in future, I tell people, I say Ibejuleke is going to be saturated, and there's no how you can even say there won't be demand for properties in Ibejuleke. Because let's even take only the free trade zone as a case study. The free trade zone sits on hectares of land. If you've been to Ibejuleke before, it's like the first time I went there, it was like I was going on a journey of no end, because I kept seeing the border, the landmark for the free trade zone. And that tells one thing. Once the free trade zone opens up, you would have expatriates come into the country because they would want to do business, because the free trade zone is where they get to pay little or no tax at all. And when these people come in, and that's just taking one, I'm not even talking about the airport now, I'm not talking about the deep sea port. I'm just taking the free trade zone as a case study. When these guys come, they would need land, they would need places to stay, they would need where to do business, they would need where to live in. Okay, and most of them, because they'll be working in that same they won't want to stay so far from where they work, right? And when these guys come, the people that would be cashing out by that time will be those that are positioned early enough to own real estate before before the whole demand spikes up. And that's what smart investors are doing now. So, and another thing, now what gives our own property an edge is that we are the only one in the whole of the Bejuleke that is building a green and a smart estate, right? And the fact that, with all some of these things I've mentioned, and Bejuleke becoming congested in the future, the area being, polluted, our property would increase more in value and will have greater demand because you having to, you've been at work, having to walk around the industries and all of that, you're coming to a safer place, an healthier space where, you live healthier, you don't have to deal with noise, you don't have to deal with carbon monoxide, pollution from air and all of that. So the futuristic benefit of owning a property in Bejuleke is enormous because now land doesn't increase in size. It never has. From the first time when it was just Adam that was here on Earth till now that we are billions and will keep increasing, it has never increased. Aside from, human beings trying to feel the sea, and feeling and all that, but there's even still a limit. It never increases. So the demand will keep skyrocketing. And being that the government presence in that location, with all of these things, with nearness to, businesses, nearness to, and even good roads. The first time I went to Bejuleke in 2014, and I drove all the way down, even way past the Lakampa, and I was wondering who constructed this road. It was that smooth, and that shows that the government is really interested in that aspect. So the futuristic benefit of investing or owning a property in Bejuleke is enormous, and now adding a green and smart property, not even just any kind of property to it. So yes, the demand will be way higher, the value will be way higher. Even when you buy a house and you get tenants, they would pay more rental income to you because now we stand out. We are the only ones building a green and smart estate in the whole of the Bejuleke. So was I able to answer your question, Abiola Daniel? You're muted.
Okay, since it's the same question, so let me just pick up from where you started, just to create the momentum. Yeah, just like Abiola said, those are the importance of having a green and smart home in Bejuleke, and as well as Lube. And it's almost the same thing. The only difference is that Lube does not have the almighty Dangote refinery. But the important thing about Lube is that it's actually in a fast developing area. It's along the airport road, meaning that it is a perfect what we call a vacation home. Like when I'm talking about Jasper, it's a perfect vacation home. I understand that when people come to town, not only do they want to explore, but also they want some peace and quiet. They want a place where they can come low-key, stay, right? Whether with a family, one person, two people, and also live. So when you're looking at having houses in places like Lube, and you are not resident and you want to give it out as rental value, you can come as a place, because understanding the house you are buying into, also understand the types of investments you are giving it out for. So let's say we are selling a conventional house, a normal house that is not green, that is not smart. I can say it's to house a family of two, they will stay, the kids, but you're having a green and smart home, you're selling luxury. I mean, the quality of clients that are coming there, the quality of people that will rent those houses from you, you have to understand the reason why they want to live in a place like that. So I tell them, you have a home like that, it's perfect for luxury, for a vacation home. Whether you're in the city, you're not in the city, you're around, you live there. You're not around, you rent it out, right? These are kind of the values you are getting from there. Also for Bejuleke, for example, also looking at the rental value, the caliber of people that will rent our houses are different from the caliber of people that rent other houses around. So whereby you have a normal worker in Bejuleke renting a 2-bedroom, right? You're going to have an expatriate in Bejuleke renting our own 2-bedroom. So that already gives you the quality of clients. So the benefits here of investing in a place like this is also the quality of clients that are coming to live there. Someone that lives in a house that is automated is not going to owe you rent. Right. So these are things you like when I think it was Daniel that was saying, Daniel was saying something about when you're buying a house and you're looking at it that it's expensive. You have to look at the kind of things that you avoid buying this kind of houses. It's understandable. Just as you buying a new phone and a used phone, it's the same phone. But as a new phone comes with pali, a new phone can be resold easily. Right. So even relating it to our normal lifestyle, getting a green and smart home in our estate right? In our precise locations that we've looked at, and I said, in the next 1 or 2 years, this place is going to what? It's going to blow up. When we first got our Lugbe property, the area was just 1 or 2 houses, right? The barrister that even got it for us was even saying, Dr. Stevie, why are you buying a land in this area? And he was like, don't worry. 6 months down the line, it came up and it was like, wow, I cannot believe this is where we came to 6 months ago. And the way properties skyrocket here in Abuja is quite alarming. There's a lot of money to play around, and there's only little development. Let me repeat again. There's a lot of housing going around, but there's little estate development. Meaning that even in Lugbe that we are, there's hot demand for the properties that we have. And looking at the area that we have, where we call it Jasper Hill View because it's located in front of a hill. Wonderful view, great environment. And Abuja is a place whereby you want to live, that you don't want to live. Do you understand? You want to live in Abuja, but you don't want to live. Right. So I hope I was able to explain the benefits and the importance and the uniqueness and why you should have a green and smart home in Lugbe and as well as in Ejuleke.
Beautiful, Mr. Farouk. I think Lugbe, I've invested in Ejuleke, there in Jasper. I'm coming, I've not done that in Lugbe. I'm going to do that. I love that, right? I want to be seeing the EU like this. Awesome. So fantastic, guys. Ms. Abiola has been able to explicitly explain, right, some of the things that are needed when I ask questions. Also, Mr. Farouk has also been able to do likewise. So we're going to be moving straight up to site right about now. So Tochi can take it up from here.
I'm sorry, before. Okay. Sorry, I think we have some questions, or do we do that later?
I think we should just go straight to site, then we can
we'll do questions to round up. All right, great.
Okay, thank you so much. It has been an interesting session so far, and I believe we've been gaining value. Audience, if you've been gaining value, can you type "I've been gaining value"? I want to know if you really learned a lot from this question and answer session, from the panel session. Let me know if you have actually learned something before we move on to the site inspection. We'll be inspecting Jasper Estates right now. So let me hear from you. Have you been learning? Have you gained value so far? You can type your answer in the chat box. Hello, anyone? Okay, Pelumi said, like, so much value. I'm excited that you really learned a lot. Thank you. I see the hot. Thank you so much for staying with us. All right, so let's move on to the site inspection. So, Mr. Inoma, I believe you are ready for us. Thank you, David. He said so much value. Thank you, David. I just want you all to stay till the end. We'll wrap up very soon. So I believe, Mr. Norman, you are ready for us. So let's delve into the inspection of Jasper Estates. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
The entire team. Welcome to Jasper Estates, Jasper Golf Estate, here at Ejuleke in Lagos State. Let me say a special thank you to Abiola and Farouk for giving us some detailed explanation of what a smart and a green city will look like. And so let's be a little bit more pragmatic here. So I'm going to be showing us a prototype of what have been discussed so far. So if you can see right here, let me give you some views. This is the site. Wait a minute. I don't know if I can give you a good view of, okay, this is the site. This is the Jasper Estate site here at Ejuleke.
Okay.
This is the entrance. As you can see, this is interlocking. What you can see behind, in front of me right there is the Gulf. Okay, there's the beach. There is a Gulf estate there, the beach in front of me, and you can just drive in. This is the interlocking ties, and then you have our estate here. As you can see, a lot has been going on. We just finished this 4 units of 2-bedroom duplex, and it's just what we have left. Yeah, what we have left is the interlocking ties. The interior works and the interlocking ties here. And if I can show you around what you're already seeing, interlocking tiles already being produced. And these are kerbs, a lot of kerbs here, interlocking tiles, and these are granite dust, which we use to complete the interlocking process. And this is the estate here, it's a smart estate with all green solar panels and well designed. I'm currently under construction. It's a little bit late, so most of the workers have already gone home, but you can see some people are still doing some fabrication over there. Let me take you around. These are our units. We have 4 bedrooms of, and these are 6 bedrooms, okay? These are 6 units of 1 bedroom, and these are 4 units of 3 bedrooms. So these are the works that are currently going on here at Ibejuleki, here in Lagos State. This has been screeded, almost ready for use. Just within months and everything we completed, and of course to be a good buy, a good return for value for any money that is spent in this site. And these are the foundations for existing duplexes that we build units. So the site has been cleared and everything is ready. So what you can notice here is because I need a platform to show us a lot of views. We have the Atlantic Ocean right here by my left, where cold winds come in. As you can stay here, see, I'm currently feeling it. You see the breeze, cold breeze coming in from the Atlantic Ocean. And on this other side, we have a water body, it's a freshwater body that moves from Ekpe down to Third Mainland Bridge. So the environment here is superb. You have a lot of things going on here. It's good for relaxation, it's good for business, it's good for everything. And I'm currently giving you a prototype of what a smart city will look like. So this has been, the exterior screen has been completed, and within months, I'll be giving you updates by next month. Probably we must have finished all the aluminum framings and putting on the solar panels, making it look more green and smart, and more updates will be coming. So thank you very much and welcome to Ibejuleki.
Wow, magnificent. Thank you so much, Mr. Noma, for that inspection. Thank you for showing us what we have currently on site. And I'm impressed that the project has really gone a long way. It wasn't like that the last time I visited sites. Thank you so much. Nice project. Pelumi said nice project. Thank you, Pelumi. Okay, so I don't know, do we have any question for Mr. Noma? Do we have any question for him before we move on to the next session, which is the offer of the day?
So I want to ask a question about, can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, sorry. How close is this Jasper Estate to Dangote Refinery? Is it close?
Okay, thank you very much. You mean how close, the distance from Dangote Refinery? Yes, actually, just like less than 10 minutes drive, okay? Depends on how fast you are, okay? I'm just saying on a normal cruising, normal moving, evening strolling, just like 10 minutes drive from Dangote Refinery. And you have the jetty, the Dangote jetty opposite us here. So this is very, very, very close to the Dangote Refinery. And if you can wait a little bit longer, it's just that way it's not dark yet. I can show you the light. There's a light, the refinery light there that shines in the night. So if you can, most times when we don't have work in the night, you see the refinery lights. That shows you how close it is. So in less than 10 minutes drive from the refinery, you are here. That means you're at a normal slow speed. But you can make it 5 minutes or so. It depends on how fast you are. But this place is very, very close to Dangote Refinery.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So my last question is, do you guys involved in the road network, like structuring the road network? Do you have maybe partnership with the government in terms of modifying the road networks, or possibly it's left to the government? I don't know if you understand my question.
Yes, and the network, they're connected. We have our own road network, a unit road network that has been designed. And we are currently putting the interlocks in and everything to give you our...
No, I think his network is...
I think his network is bad.
Yes, yes.
But Mr. David,
then we have beautiful road.
Okay, he's back.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, I said we have a very beautiful road network here. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
yeah, don't worry. Let me just take it up. Let me just take it up. Are you with me? Yes, so Mr. David, Mr. David, according to the road network, there are 2 types of road network. There's one in our estate. So the one in our estate is all done by us because we're estate developers. We're not just selling house. Even people that buy our land, we do the road network for them. However, for the external factors, the best we could do is from the road to our estate. And that's why I was showing you interlocking. That interlocking that road is actually going to be used by other people. But we did our best to ensure that from the main junction down to our estate, we take care of that responsibility. However, the major road, right, the government is actually doing that because Ibejuleke is actually the first planned city in Lagos, right? Ibejuleke has been well planned. And so it will even interest you that it's not only road transportation that is available in Ibejuleke, there's also going to be rail. Right? So in terms of where the government is going to do the road, it is fantastic. Even currently, as far back as 2016, there was already road network. Even Dangote on his own is actually going to fix the road from the Eleko down to his own refinery. So it's a fantastic project. We don't even need to partner with the government for the main road network. The main road network is well done. But however, any network from the main road to our estate, within our estate is solely bound by GTX homes, and it has already started. That's why I was showing you some interlocking blocks, was showing you some curbs, because work is already going on. I hope that answered that question.
Yes, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. But I don't know if this question is going to be for the next session. Like, are people already getting the homes already? Are they being auctioned already? Yeah, possibly. Is it for the next session? Is it the offer session?
Okay, that will be answered in the next session, right? The offer session.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your questions. All right, so let's move on. We have 8 more minutes to spend here. Right, let's go to the offer of the day, which will be given to us by Abiola Daniel and Abiola Fadaosi.
Okay, so quickly, I want to thank everyone once again for their time. Thank you so much for waiting patiently till this time, right? This is one of the most important segments thus far, right? What's the essence of you understanding, having a better understanding of all of the things we've said in terms of investing in a green and smart home, and you still not investing, right? So we're going to be giving the offer of today where we give you an opportunity, right, to claim every of the benefit, every of the things that we have communicated today. So just like I said from the beginning, right, we have different products from 1 bedroom in terms of homes, from 1 bedroom to 5 bedroom also. So you that you're watching us, you have the opportunity to claim anyone that you would like to invest in, whether it's the 1 bedroom, if that is more affordable for, if it's more convenient for, if it's the 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, or the 5 bedroom. And another thing that is very, very paramount here also is the fact that you might not be able to invest in terms of you buying yourself, but of course, you can also, someone who can invest, and you can also communicate that opportunity to the person. So I'm going to be going straight to, okay, so let's start with the 1 bedroom. So Mr. Farag, take it up from here.
Okay, Abiola is not available. I'm so sorry about that. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Like, this is the most important part. This is why we do what we do, is because we want to actually give you value and collect value in return, which is money. Right. So the 1 bedroom is currently going for 32 million naira. For those that are interested in 1 bedroom, they are going for 32 million naira, which is a green and smart home. Then the 2 bedroom that we can see that was already almost finished, that is currently being done. I think what's left is just the interior and the smart features. It's going for 47 million naira. That's for the 2 bedroom. And for the 3 bedroom is going for 59 million naira, 3 bedroom terrace duplex, because all of them are duplexes. And the 4 bedroom is going for 69 million naira, while the 5 bedroom is going for 82 million naira. And it's also interesting that each of these apartments are all en suite with another extra toilet. So en suite means that you have your own bathroom and toilet in your apartment, right? That's why we call it luxury serviced apartment. All of them are en suite, and they're actually having 2 floors. right? The 3 and 4 bedroom actually having 2 floors, just the 1 and 2 bedroom is having just 1 floor on top. Right, so that's the price that we are giving today. I don't know whether Daniel has any discount he wants to give you people,
Yes,
but for me, that's what I'm selling.
Okay, so on all of the prices, right, we are going to be taking out just because of what we are doing today, right? This conference is always organized every month, right? Just to be able to communicate value, to be able to communicate work progress on every of us, right? So for today, because of those who are privileged to watch us, right? You have invested your time, right? And time they say is money. Is that also time they say is money? So to also compensate you, right, we're going to be taking out 3 million naira on all of these prices for only today, right? So if you are interested, if you have the enthusiasm to buy any of this property, the good news is, of course, you'll be looking at those amounts. For example, the 2 bedroom is for 7 million outright payment. The good news is you can secure any of these bedrooms by just making an initial deposit, right? An initial deposit of 10 million for the 2 bedroom, for example, an initial deposit of also 10 million for the 1 bedroom, right? For the 4 bedroom, 15 million. So if you are looking forward to investing, if you think this is a choice that is best for you, right, claim the offer today that we are giving you just for today, right? And one thing I want to do is we are giving out, I wanted to say it's limited to just 10%, right? But the team has said we should open it to as many as possible that would like to invest, right? So if you are really interested, if it is something you believe in, if it's something that you know that you want to be part of, all you just need to do is engage us. All you need to do is make an initial deposit of 10 million to be able to claim the offer that is being given out today. I believe Abiola dropped a number. Maybe I should call. Tochi,
Yes,
can you please call out? Okay, the number is there.
Yes, it's in the chat box.
Beautiful, beautiful. So for the first 10%, right, who will be doing that today, there's also going to be a special discount for those persons. For the 10 persons, right, 3 million naira off. But for the 10 persons, there's going to be a special gift rather for the 10 persons who will be claiming the slot for today. So send your name, right? Send your name, your email address, and the offer that you want to claim, right, to that number, or you call the number, you chat the number, anyone that is more convenient for you, and be part of this. I want to assure you that one of the things that DTS Homes is proud of, one of the things that we can assure you, right, is credibility, right? And just like you watched the testimonials, right, we have so many people, not just in Nigeria, we have clients in diaspora also who have testified to this and who about our value proposition. So, ladies and gentlemen, claim this slot today, and you'll be proud you did. So, Mr. Farouk, any other?
Yeah, just to add, please,
Okay.
it's only for 24 hours. However,
Yes.
we understand that
Thank you.
due to some transfers and some limitations, you may not be able to drop the full initial deposit. You can actually just secure the slot with maybe 2 million or something just to drop, and we'll give you like 2 or 3 days period to complete the initial deposit. And also, this offer is for outright payment and 3 months. However, if you want to go longer, we may have to increase the offer. However, the barest minimum is actually 3 million naira off for your 3-month installment plan. But if you want to do longer, maybe you want to take it to a year, we'll be able to listen. However, we have to increase the price a little. But if you don't have the full 10 million, just chat us up, send a message to Abiola, tell her what you can do to secure this slot, and she'll give you a favorable plan for you. Right.
Thank you so much. Awesome.
So any further questions before we wrap up? Tochi, I think we have just 5 minutes left.
Yes, we have just 5 minutes left. Mr. David asked a question which we said will be answered in this session.
Okay, so what was it?
I think we're saying whether, okay, it's about to talk. I think it's about to say something.
So first of all, I want to say that what of affiliate marketers? Are they discount? Are they special discounts for them? And then secondly, how can we get the flyers for all these to advertise on our own platform too?
Okay,
and then
so
what's the compensation for it? And then my last question is, what are the documents, the COO and everything, are they being accounted for?
Okay, fantastic. So I think Abiola will take the first question about materials, right? But in terms of documentation, it's fantastic. It actually has a gazette, and the popular thing that people don't even know about gazette is that it's one of the best documents you can have in Nigeria, because as much as people go for the conventional COO, the COO actually expires. We don't know what happened when government now wants to renew all the COO they give. COO lasts only for 99 years. But a gazette is a published document that the government has put out that says this land belongs to X and X. And all the documents in these houses are in our names already. So definitely we are going to give you a deed of assignment that carries the title document. So in terms of documentation, there is no problem regarding this property. Even the one in Abuja is actually having the R of O there. So there is nothing wrong with the documentation in terms of it. And as well as affiliate marketers, that's people that sell for us. Of course, there's a fantastic commission structure for them, right? There's a 5% commission for each of the sales that come from this kind of houses. And if you want specialized discounts for your clients, of course, all you have to do is just reach out the phone number written on the chat box. Reach out to Abiola that I have a client that wants to pay this and this. Is this something that we can work out? And we can come into an agreement. However, you have to understand that offers like this is only for this program and only lasts for 24 hours only. But however, along the line, you have a client that wants to buy 2 units, 3 units, and you want a specialized offer for him or her, you can send us a message, and of course we're going to get right to that. In terms of materials, Daniel, how can they get that?
Okay, so beautiful, right? If you are a registered member, if you're one of our associate member already, right? If you are on our Telegram group, right, we're going to send you all materials. We have links to all materials you can access, right, for marketing aid, right? So, but if you are not, right, I would like you to just chat me up on zero, or simply just register on portal.gtesthomes.com to become a member, right? So once you register, right, you'll be directed to a link, right, where you join a group, and we'll take it off from there.
Yeah, you can still drop your number because people like one-on-one description. Okay. So I think Daniel will drop his phone number.
Okay, beautiful.
I can see a question. This message was sent out for event saying about GVS Cooperative. Mr. Godfrey, I think that event has been done. It has been done already. However, of course, you can still reach out to us to give you further updates about GVS Cooperative. Any questions you need to know, you can still reach out to Daniel. So the number Daniel is going to drop now is going to give you everything you need to know about GVS Cooperative, as well as joining our GTEX and Associate program, whereby you can earn commissions by referring our products. Right. So I hope we've answered those questions. Is there any other one that we have so we can wrap up? And Claudine Calix, sorry, I hope I pronounced it well. I'm learning. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. So any question before Tochi wraps up?
Okay, so in the absence of any question, I believe we have come to the end of this home buyers conference. And I want to appreciate every one of us, our speakers, Abiola, Daniel, Abiola, Father Nsi, Farouk, thank you for your time. Thank you for passing knowledge. And to all our participants, thank you for creating time to attend this conference. I believe you have gained value, and I believe you are going to key into these, the offers of the day. I mean, the video we watched earlier shows that smart home is something everyone should own. All right, so if this is you, I would advise you to jump on this offer today. Mr. Abiola Daniel has been very generous with the offer, so do not pass this opportunity, right? Take advantage of it. And I want to also let you know this is a monthly conference. So next month, the last week of the month of May, we're going to have another edition of this Home Buyers Conference. Thank you so much. And for May 2nd, which is a public holiday, we're going to be having the Global Property Brokers Conference for all brokers in Nigeria. Okay, so the registration fee is 30,000 naira for regular and 100,000 naira for VIP. The VIP is you're going to be entitled to the recording of last year's event where we had speakers like Grant Cardone, like John Maxwell and Serhant and the likes. You'll also be having an exclusive session with Dr. Stephen Akintayo for pictures and also brief talk about business and career. Also, you'll be having a premium membership to the GVES Cooperative. We'll be having a dinner for the GVES Cooperative in the evening, still on May 2nd. You will also have access to weekly trainings and mentorship. You will have access to Dr. Stephen's real estate brokerage course, which is worth $500. And you will also get admitted into the Platinum membership of GTEX and Associates. So all these benefits comes with the VIP ticket for the Global Property Brokers Conference. And just like Farouk mentioned earlier, we have the GVES Cooperative. You can register to be part of this cooperative where you invest, you get return on investment. You can also team up with other people to own fractional shares of real estate. It could be land, it could be a house. So when you attend this event next week, Monday, you're going to have more information about this GVES Cooperative, or you can also reach out to Abiola Daniel and he's going to put you through. So thank you so much for attending today. I am glad you participated. I'm glad you're here and we value and appreciate your time. Thank you so much. So we've come to the end. What did you say?
I said, thank you so much for hosting us too.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so thank you, Pelumi. Thank you. Can you please take us in the closing prayer? Who can take us in the closing prayer as we wrap up? Anybody wants to volunteer? Okay, let me just do it. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for this conference. We thank you for empowering our mind. We thank you for the wisdom and the knowledge you granted to our speakers. Lord, we ask that you replenish them in the name of Jesus. And Lord, we thank you for GTEX Homes and her vision. We thank you for leading the management of this team to execute all her plans and all her visions and all her goals. And we thank you because this project becomes a reality as soon as possible in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name we have prayed.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, guys.
Amen. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your day.